everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table in front of us today, we are going to be taking a look at the asymmetrical contact. This was actually sent to us by B'yond EDC, David. This is part of the asymmetrical division, and this is a design by Dirk Pinkerton. If you guys have been watching, you know that I love my Dirk Pinkerton designs, and this is one of them. This thing is just awesome. It is a smaller knife, yet so very comfortable on hand. I am just a huge fan of his knives. Now, this contact is going to run for $182. You guys might think that's expensive, but what are you going to get for it? Well, you're going to get this beautiful S35 VM blade. You've got a upward angled kind of Wharncliffe style blade on this. You have titanium handles. Very nice. And you've got this nice milling around the edges, and that goes on both sides. So you do have the milling around there. I'm going to get a little bit closer if you can see that. Kind of do little angles there for you. You do also have the titanium clip, which has some blue anodization on it, which is really nice. And my voice just completely squeaked, which was strange. This is going to be a frame lock. Unfortunately for my lefties out there, this is a right hand only tip up carry. Now, this is one of those knives that has a single deployment, and it is a thumb stud deployment. Now, this is very, it is so smooth, and not quite drop shotty, just about, but man, this thing is just so nice. It shoots out so well. It's, give it a tiny little shake and then it's more drop shotty. It's really, really nice. I absolutely love it. The handle, I like the bit of the hump on the back. Something about that really helps to fit into my hand perfectly where it needs to, which is really nice. You do have the jimping on the back of your blade, and it is very pronounced, I'm going to say. So it is a tad bit sharp. But your finger is not going to move. It's going, or your thumb is not going to move. It's going to stay right there, and that is wonderful. So you can really choke up on this if you want to. If you prefer to be back on your knife more, you can absolutely do that too. You do have somewhat of a kind of a jimping there. It really allows you to get a good grip on it. Like I said, due to where this swell is, it fits in my hand just perfectly and makes it very, very comfortable. Your clip, which I said is titanium, I actually really thought this one was going to bug me, but where it sits, it does not. As you can see, you can probably see all the smudges on my blade there, so let's go ahead and give that a little cleaning there. That's better. All right, there we go. But it's very comfortable in hand. I love it. It's been a great box cutter because you've really got this nice tip on here that you can really get into that. It's great in the kitchen. I've used a little bit in the kitchen, and I'll tell you what, sometimes you have a dull kitchen knife and you can't get something started, whatever you're cutting, and you need to just get that tip in there and pierce it before you start cutting. This has done it. This has been wonderful. It is more of a smaller size knife, kind of a medium. Let's see, let's do a size comparison here. If we want to take a look at next to this one, next to the Benchmade here, our little bug out, you see I consider this to be a medium-sized knife, and we're looking at just about the same size on that. If we take a look at it next to our rat here, you're going to see that it is definitely not a large-sized knife. So into this medium category it goes. I love the way that the blade is angled. Why? Well, a lot of times when you have something, all right, you have something and you want to cut it, and you just can't quite get in there because the angle of it. With this one, if I'm back far enough, I'm able to chop because I have a nice edge because of the fact that it sweeps up a bit. And you see that it sweeps up a bit, and the way that the handle is angled, it's really going to let me get into chop stuff without having my fingers in the way. And I really love that about it. Spec wise, measurement wise, you are looking at a 3 1/4 inch blade, just over 3 1/4 inch, 3 1/4 inch cutting edge. Definitely your handle length or your close length is going to be just shy of 3¼ They call it a 4¼ I'm sorry. They call it 4.125, which is going to give you an overall of just over 7¾ inches. So just almost 4 inches. I'm sorry, almost 7½ inches. This has been wonderful. As I said, this is an asymmetrical design, so it comes from the asymmetrical division. Asymmetrical Contact is the name. It is a wonderful, wonderful knife. I have been absolutely loving it. This is a great knife, even camping. So if you take folding knives camping, this would be a great knife for camping too, because it's really going to let you cut whatever you do. This would be a phenomenal knife for me for actually fishing too, because it would really allow me to get in there and gut my fish really well. I would even say that you could use this one whittling. It's kind of a really good paring knife too. So all around, I'm really happy with this one. I think it has many uses as far as the way the blade is, the way that they have designed it. Really good job, Dirk. Way to go on this. This has been absolutely wonderful. I do wish that it had some lefty love, so I do apologize for that, because this is one that I think the lefties would really enjoy too. This has been absolutely wonderful. I'm so grateful to be able to have this one in hand and be able to review it. Of course, I would never pass up a Dirk Pinkerton design, because I do absolutely love them. I cannot tell you how much. Again, you know, my hands are 3 inches across, 4 inches diagonally, so I'm intending to carry this one kind of diagonally in here, so you can see that it's a full 4 inches, right? Because I'm backed up a little bit, but I still have enough room for one more finger. So larger hands, I think, would also do very well with this knife. It's just so comfortable, and it's almost kind of a dressy look to it, just the way the blade shape is and the handle shape and the way they have the milling. And here comes a cat where we don't want to cut. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. You guys get a chance to check this one out. I highly suggest it. It has been absolutely wonderful. I have really enjoyed being able to have it in hand, being able to play with it. It's been great. Hey, if you guys aren't a subscriber, I would love to have you here all the time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. If you hit that like button on the way out, I would greatly appreciate it. It does help the channel. As always, feel free to leave me any questions or comments down in the comment section. You know, I tried to answer each and every one, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.